That's immediately better. Oh, that's nice. Good morning. It's the next weekend. I think it's June 1st. Yeah, it's June 1st today. So, this weekend's a big weekend. My goal is to get this AC turned on. So, today I'm going to primarily focus on getting all of the flare connections done, both on the indoor units and the outdoor unit. So you can kind of see, got a nice cut, but we're going to have to deburr this. So let me do that real quick. So that looks a little better. If I can get it to focus. There we go, see? Hole is nice and cleared out. So, and I'll show you once I get done with this flare, just how bad the factory flare was. It's absolutely disgusting. There's no way that wouldn't have leaked. That's honestly ridiculous and a little unacceptable. Alright, so let's crank our tool out. Pretty sure it calls for 1/8 of an inch past our marker. You're supposed to guess at this? This is horrible. Huh. It does have a clutch system. Hey, okay, I was regretting not getting a clutch system, but that makes it 10 times easier. Alright, so with the clutch systems, you roll till it actually clicks out of place, so it's not going any further. Then you keep rotating and it'll polish that surface. Oh my god, I'm so happy I didn't think I had one. Alright, so loosen this up, slide it this way, crack it open. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I made the first beginner's mistake, which is not making sure that I slide on the nut. Oh. But how you can check these normally to know that if you got the right amount of depth sticking past your tool is that this flare end should barely fit past the threads. And in this case, it's too big. So that means I had too much of like length sticking past my tool here when I clamped it in. You can actually see where it looks like it's a hair too much as well. So I'm gonna cut this off and practice some more. Also looks good, but it's still, I made sure I put my nut on this time, but it's still too large. The flare is, so I'm still sticking too much out. That one was super close though. So maybe on this next one. Hey buddy. Yeah, I'm in the bus.
You're in the bus?
Yeah, come on in.
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
I'm alright. How about you?
Pretty good. I'd get up and give you a hug, but if I drop this, it'll bend my tube.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh, are you on?
Okay, so I'm going to show you what we were starting with. If I can find it, here it is. So this is what they came back from the factory. You can see just how awful it is. You can look at the edges there. It's all marred up. It's not polished well. It's pretty bad. And I've gone through multiple tests here, and we're capable of doing this now. So nice and polished. That one could be a little bit better rounded, but it fits really nice down in here. So no resistance on the threads, but definitely taking up like the majority of it. Here's another good one. nice and tight in the threads. So I think we are ready to move on. I was able to do 3 good ones in a row. So let's do the one for this indoor unit. So from the factory, the indoor units are pressurized and capped with nitrogen. That's to keep any dust or stuff you don't want to get up in the lines out. Jeez, that scared me. So this is also the cap that we want to use. Let me show you this a little closer. So you can see the difference. This is the cap that the factory came with on the line sets versus the one that came with the mini split. You can see the one that came with the mini split, maybe it's very hard to tell, it's actually thicker and beefier. So it's meant for the higher pressures, you know, like I think during heating mode, these lines can get up to like 300 psi. Alright, so here we go with an official.
To the toolbox closing.
Alright, let's see if I did good on the first try here. Alright. It's time to put these on. Key is just centering the flange, and then once you get it tied, it's basically set, you know. Dude, it's gotta be close. Alright, you're gonna have to come hold this. Okay. Your goal is to keep this steady. All you're doing is counteracting the pressure that I'm giving it. Careful, you're torquing it already.
Damn, that's tight.
Dude, there's no way this is right. I don't know about this, man. Let's see if we're getting close.
Yeah,
okay,
we're
so...
close.
Okay.
Well, that was his lowest setting?
That's the lowest that you would want to tighten this up to.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's that bad.
Well, we're at the minimum, so we could leave it here. What?
Nothing? That's innovative. in there. Okay, I don't have the strength in this hand to pull
here, you
down.
can put this on your shoulder. This is very easy. Here. This can't be right.
I wish that you had gotten that nitrogen to test it like we talked about.
Destroyed it. We had to completely redo these flares. We noticed that they were never reaching the proper torque, and something just didn't feel right. Sure enough, when we took it off, it completely destroyed the copper flare. We're still not totally sure why the torque wrenches weren't working. We were using the spanner wrenches, set it at 90 degrees, and it was still, yeah, something still wasn't right. So we reflared these, made the connections again, and then we torqued them to the lowest spec that it calls for. So
Reddit said that that's okay.
I mean, maybe it'll be fine. I've seen a lot of people, they'll just use 2 crescent wrenches, tighten it up, and then they'll just tighten up a little bit more if it seems like it's leaking. We are using nylog too, so so we did 17.6 Newton meters on the 1/4 inch, 33.3 Newton meters on 3/8. But you can tell it just like torqued the hell out of it too. But it seems to be in there. So I guess we'll see. Thank you.
Is that the right size?
Yeah, it should work. On a lot of multi-zones, these things have multiple valves that you can open up and close depending on which line you're using. These don't. So they have like a true copper plug. So in other words, I need to nylon and torque these on the room C that I won't be using. It stresses me out. I'm legitimately considering just making all my connections out of here since I'm comfortable.
I think that's totally reasonable. There it is. You're welcome.
Damn it. Ah. God, it was a good one too. Forgot to add my fucking nut.
Oh, that's so funny because literally there was a bunch of memes on Reddit whenever I was looking to see if there was any pictures of like flares that had been removed, you know, if they had pictures to see if like they were good ones or bad ones.
Yeah.
And there was that meme of the guy with the beer and he's like, I don't always make perfect flares, but when I do, I forgot the nut. I forgot the nut. It was so funny.
That's why in there every time I was practicing, I was making sure to put the nut on because I didn't want this to happen.
That's funny.
It's so easy to forget. Thought I forgot the nut again. Never flared a ½ inch before. I've got a lot of practice with these other ones, so. What I am going to need though is some adapters. My adapters on the inside, I need one of those. So,
What do they look like?
remember, it's the things in the Ziploc bag?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to get them right at this moment.
Okay.
Just, we will need them. Okay, so this is what I have so far. If it'll focus. That back room. So what I was going to do was I thought that there would be service valves in each one of these, so that way I could crack them loose and test one at a time for leaks, but I can't. It's all attached to one. So I had to put nylog on these studs, torque them down to spec, and I just flared and did these connections. And they actually loop up into that corner. Kind of see where the silver is up here. So they loop down and then come over to make the connection. So that's these right here. So we gotta take these other two, get a 90 degree so they come next to the frame. Thanks, babe. Then we're gonna take them at the top all the way over, loop down and bring over to this spot. So that's what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna tape these up. Once I get the tape past this area, we'll pass it to each other. I'll pass it to you, I mean. So what I want to do, I'm going to start bringing it back this way, slowly. Let me go ahead and scoot a little bit. Hang on, this is way too tight of a bend. Yeah.
Ah.
You okay?
Yeah.
A little pokey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the ass.
Huh?
In the ass.
Yep. Sucks.
Lizzie, no, no. Hey, cut that out. My goodness, I gotta see.
This is like in special size. It doesn't fit any of these. Right inside, there's some sockets. Some black ones right inside this door. Shit, I might need something to... Just go get my other adapters real quick. The ones that you bought me, the ones black.
They're in the seat.
Huh?
They're in the bus seat.
The top drawer in our box in the van, our toolbox, there's a socket with an attachment on it. It's a black socket, a single one. Just grab that and its attachment. Hello?
Hello?
What's up, man?
Hey, bud, I got a huge favor.
What's up?
You got some duct tape I can use?
I probably got some out here.
Alright, cool. I'm about to head back.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, see you, bud.
Alright, bye.
This is the only black one that I found, and here's an attachment, but
see
it was
that.
in the different area.
Let me see that.
This one?
No, wait, what size is that socket?
24.
Oh, that's way too big. Alright, let me see that.
This?
Yeah. Dan's coming out here to get some, duct tape. Can you help find some duct tape?
Yeah, duct tape. Okay. I know we have some. We bought a bunch, but where is it?
What's up, brother? Hey, there's a phone sitting right here.
Yeah.
Alright.
That seems like the most ideal place to have it.
You're not.
No, he's under the bus.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. You're standing over there.
No way.
Oh, there's the legs.
T,
Hey?
you good, bud?
Alright.
Need anybody to slide under there with you?
No, it's just tedious.
Oh, shit, you got it all mounted?
Yeah.
My man.
A tad bit further.
Oh, is that the condenser? Damn.
Yeah.
That looks like that wasn't light.
It's 100 pounds. It's not horrible though. I was able to borrow Dan's jack and then we just kind of like got it underneath and then lifted it up. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you still have your ground clearance.
Yeah.
That's actually surprisingly, like, wow.
It's not too bad.
Looks a little snug, but not bad.
Yeah. I think it'll do alright.
Hell yeah, man.
God damn it. This one I don't trust anymore. Yep, destroyed. Welcome back. It's Sunday, like past midday. So, yesterday we cut the clip short because basically Fletcher, a friend from work, had a better gauge set that also worked with the adapters that we had. And he has a way nicer vacuum pump as well. So I think the one we have is like 1.5 CFM, and the one he has is like a professional 6 CFM. So, but we're almost ready to go. We just need to finish these last 2 connections up here at the front, and then we are ready to vacuum these lines out. And I am incredibly nervous.
Yeah.
Very, very nervous. So, anyways, we're gonna get to it.
Yep.
Now look at this. I hope I didn't scratch the front of this with my ring just now. Yeah, actually, this is heavy.
Yeah, I was a struggling up here in the house. Looking at this last time, I don't remember what I saw.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
I was wondering, this side was sitting higher, so. Make it, can you shove it in there? Hey, maybe it'll work.
Let it go.
Hey! That's okay, I just couldn't do it by myself last time. Alright, that was a lot of my worry, but we still only have this to work with.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Do any more on that, it will blow off there. Okay. This is the new adapter. Let's put some nylon over here for now. Okay, so we're gonna put a little nylon on this guy. Adapt from 3/8 to 1/4 inch. Let's see. Let's just hold that for a second. Let's see if I can. Alright, see if you can. Oh, okay, good. Done.
Great.
Alright, so that's the lowest torque setting. That's the way they should all go. You know, like, that's so weird.
I mean, Reddit said 85%.
Okay, well, it seems like I'm gonna have to put this adapter on here.
You got a good grip?
Alright, we're doing alright, we're doing alright.
My buddy's just in here visiting.
Yeah, he kind of likes us. Alright, at this point, we just gotta cut and flare these. You got a clamp over there?
Clamp.
Like the yellow clamp? Give a little razor blade.
looks like it.
Alright, so both these connections are made. We couldn't really torque down the top one, but it's pretty tight. Pretty tight. And then this one, I torqued it till it felt really nice and snug. Still didn't reach the lower torque limit, but I just don't trust it at this point. So I started to hear some crunch, like it's squeezing stuff in there, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Yep, it's time for vacuum. So, about to turn it on.
Alright. Let's go?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go?
Alright, we're gonna do this for 30 minutes. This is gonna be a hell of a vacuum.
You're not gonna sit under there for 30 minutes, right?
No, probably not. I'll probably crawl myself out, but it means I should probably move these gauges over somewhere else.
Yeah. Or the pump, either one.
I thought about just turning it on for like 5 minutes, turning it off, and then see if it moves at all. So, because if we have a bad leak, it will disappear like very quickly.
That's true.
So I might do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 5 or 10 minutes before we do a full pull. All right. Alright, it's been almost 10 minutes. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to close this gauge set. Alright, so we pulled, because this is a beefier compressor that we borrowed from our friend Fletcher, I just ran the vacuum for about 10 minutes. We're at -28 on the gauge set. So basically I wanted to see if we start leaking very quickly. So we're gonna just sit here for the next 5-10 minutes, see if it leaks at all, and then we'll go from there. Literally after the first minute, I'm pretty sure the gauge has moved a hair, so I'm gonna say we have a leak somewhere. We're gonna give it another like 2 or 3 minutes, see if it goes down some more. But yeah, so that is not good because we have a ton of connections on this unit, so it's gonna be very difficult to tell where it's coming from. I have no idea where this is gonna be.
Well, we should start with the one that we don't think we torqued down all the way to its minimum spec, right?
The one on the inside?
Yeah, we should start with that one. And then maybe check again.
I might go ahead and crawl out and go try to tighten it down while we have this vacuum we're pulling. Or while we're under vacuum.
Okay.
See if it stops. So yeah, we're definitely going down a little. It doesn't seem bad, so maybe it's just one leak. Okay. Alright, welcome back. So, I got a little frisky and decided to crack the flare nuts off of the back mini split unit because those are the ones we have the most trouble with. And sure enough, I took the 1/4 inch one off and it was completely stripped again. So, number one leak suspect right there. So I took that one off, fixed it, put it back, torched down good. So, pretty stoked about that one. And I decided to check the 3/8, and I took the 3/8 off and it just seemed like it was chewed up as well. Something didn't seem right. It had like a crack in it. So I decided to redo that one as well. And this time, when I started torquing that one down, keep in mind the 3/8 calls for, it's like between 24 foot-pounds to like 34, somewhere between there. And I had the torque wrench set to 20 foot-pounds. And it got tight, and then it just kept going. And I was like, oh great. So I backed that off, and I thought the copper was going to be completely destroyed. The copper looked fine. I was like, what the hell? And then I take a look at the brass, and the fucking threads stripped off of the brass fitting. Now tell me, how the hell does that happen? Like, we're not even reaching 80% of the torque value, and it's stripping fittings? Like, is blowing my mind. It kind of makes me wonder if this brand new torque wrench we bought is bad. It's a pretty cheap one from Harbor Freight. But damn, we could have gotten at least close to the ballpark of what we were supposed to be. So we're done at this point. There's only two ways to fix that, and that would be to either cut it off and rebraze a new fitting onto it, or to use a flare union. So basically you'd flare the copper pipe on the mini split side and then attach those two together. But I'm done messing with this. I think I'm just gonna do more damage, to be totally honest. So yeah, I'm gonna call and get some quotes this week, and we're gonna try to have someone come out and fix this fitting, and then pressurize everything, find the leaks, and fix the rest of the fittings, and just be done with it, because this is ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't know if there's something about the wrenches, about the torque wrench itself. I have no idea. You know, but a proper HVAC torque wrench is like $200, and I was not going to spend that. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That is where we're at. Could have caused more damage than necessary, to be totally honest, but we'll see what the technician says. There's no telling how much it's going to be, but I guess we'll see. But we're about to pack up for the weekend. Sun's getting lower. It's time to start cleaning up, getting organized. We might cut one more board if we have time, but we'll see. So